reading that will be for Leo for the month of March 2025. All right, I'm just going to dive right into it. I'll just quickly mention it's just a general read. It's not going to all of you in the same way. Some of you it may resonate, others it may be energy that you're moving through or you're coming into. If it's not your story entirely, then this won't resonate at all. But just to get right into it. Okay, for whoever this relates to, and again, what I'm seeing here is minor arcana, nothing of major event. Everything is doable, workable, feasible, something that you can kind of work through. But either way, starts off with the Four of Cups. So that to me tells me there's a little level of apathy, disappointment in this beginning of the month here. It just feels like you're emotionally disconnected in some way. You might be feeling a bit indifferent to whatever your current situation is. It might be relating around a mother figure or someone who represents as your empress, but emotionally, it does feel like you need to pause and reflect and kind of reassess what matters to you because you feel like something is missing here or something that you've been focused on is just not working. Now, it does follow up with the Empress card. And of course, the Empress card is usually a card of abundance and makes us feel whole and all of that, lots of creativity. But this is also kind of encouraging you to embrace self-love, compassion, and, it's a period of emotional growth for you, whatever this is. But you need to focus on nurturing yourself and those around you, and then you'll see that everything just sort of exponentially starts to grow from that. Because this is about a new chapter in your life, cultivating those relationships that are important to you. Now, it is going to require some inner resilience because that's what happens when you see the Strength card next to that. It definitely speaks to, it's just a reminder that you have to power through and overcome these obstacles, calm, controlled manner. And again, there's something here about embracing your own vulnerability. So there's something here that you're capable of handling that you don't maybe think that you have the potential to handle. Now, it does follow up with the Six of Cups. So to me, this is someone from the past in here, and it definitely refers to, could be childlike quality as well, but there's something that you're reflecting on that's nostalgic, you feel disconnected from in this present moment. And so you're kind of lingering in that emotional issue or lingering on that emotional issue. And so it's unaddressed feeling that needs to be healed. The Six of Cups does encourage you to embrace those lessons and memories of the past. But the Four of Cups also warns you may be focusing too much on what you're missing and not seeing what you already have. Again, Empress and Strength card, these are all clarifiers, not your main energy. Main energy is that you're feeling a little apathetic, sad, disappointed, low emotionally, and that you kind of trying to reconnect with your past in some way. But again, this is still about kind of nurture yourself because these are past emotional wounds or memories that are surfacing or resurfacing here. So just remember to provide that self-love and care for yourself. But again, I just feel like you're going through a space here where you're trying to embrace some of the healing and those things that really made you feel stuck emotionally, because that's where your focus is. You're navigating through emotional challenges right now. Again, feeling emotionally disconnected or drained, but either way, it just feels like you're going to be moving into a more positive space, despite the fact that you're sort of in that reflective disconnect. Just know that that's just the current emotional state, but it is a light feeling. Like I mean, you might be feeling it heavily, but what I mean by that is that it's a minor arcana. So it's not a situation that's going to be life changing and destroying everything in your world. You still have a lot of things that you can acknowledge that will help you give that closure and reconcile what you need to from the past. So again, it's a time of nurturing yourself and kind of embrace your inner power and all of that. And remember, who you are, where you came from, and, what you have going forward. Sometimes we think we have anything until someone else reminds us, but it's important to have a little log of it yourself to remember, because we take for granted a lot of the things that we accomplish and we don't think of them as real strong points of power, but in actual fact, it took a lot out of us to get to those points. And so that's what I see here is you're also in that space of feeling like you're doing it on your own. There's a lot of emotional push through, a lot of physical output is what I see here. And it just feels like you don't see how far you've come. Now, I would say with the Ten of Cups and the Page of Pentacles following together, I mean, that's an excellent combination. So let's go right into that. Ten of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So again, excellent connection. This is really, positive, emotional, reinforcing. It's a nice blend of emotional reconnection or growth, so there's more stability in relationships. and personal development. This is around the family home front, and again, it could be coming together with a child here as well. But there's definitely something here that speaks to more contentment on the home front. So just know that your relationships and everything will become a lot more harmonious. It's just you're just not feeling it. You're not in that space yet. But again, everything is going to align because the page bring in some kind of communication. The communication I see here, though, even though the happiness is there, it feels like it's just a small gesture. So, Page of Pentacles is helping you to feel like something is moving in the direction that you're hoping for. And maybe this is for some of you a period of study or learning or gaining some kind of practical skill or hearing about a job, but it is helping with your solid foundation for the future, and it helps you to learn and develop in a grounded, practical way. So either way, I just feel like there's more of a secure foundation here coming in for the month of March. And again, it's just going to help really grow and help you to feel more secure and grounded. And again, it's a small thing, but it's small enough that it's become a big thing for you. What I also see here, and so it's some kind of reward, emotional, and also showing up in a material sense. So we're going to skip right over to, okay, so the other cards here, I'm just going to kind of flash it over. Um, okay, these are all clarifiers for Nine of Wands. I didn't want to go too far down that rabbit hole, but I mean, definitely the Nine of Wands does speak to being a little bit more resilient. Given a situation where you feel like you're operating alone, something has been a burden. There's been a lot of confusion around something, and which has caused you to kind of go inward. You might have had to do some additional learning with that Page of Swords energy, but definitely there could be some communication comes in here as well that is going to lead to the King of Wands feeling like you're back on top again, and the Nine of Pentacles. So there's something here about feeling a lot more sustainability. So again, it feels like all of this combination here does speak to you coming out of something that made you feel vulnerable around your home front, around your family front. But again, that inner struggle, there's potential for growth. And again, it just feels like you're persevering has, allowed you to push through. And again, you've got 9 and 10 of Wands. You're in the final space. You're in that final end of whatever this big hardship was for you. The burden, the responsibility, the overwhelm, overcommitted, too many obligations. You're going to get that relief that you need because I'm seeing a breaking point, so not anything like a big tower moment or anything like that. I mean, you're just getting some kind of idea, something that you've gone inward to sort of achieve, and that's going to help you to move forward. So again, the Seven of Cups tells me there's been a lot of, confusion about how to go forward. You're not really sure about what's what. And it's difficult to truly see what's valuable when you're fully distracted by other things. But the Hermit gave you that introspection. That's where you get your wisdom from. That's where you're getting that idea from. And of course, it is met by the Page of Swords, which tells me you do get the final you do get the final clarity on, and this could also be communication that's coming through with information for you about how to take the next step, how to do the investigation or how to learn something, because it puts you right back into a leadership position. So that would be the King of Wands, and you're right there with the Nine of Pentacles. So again, whatever this was that kind of upset the balance, it made you feel like you were doing too much, everything on your own, just know Nine of Pentacles, yes, still self-sufficient, still independent, still, you kind of standing on your own to a certain, but now there's a little bit more in your favor here where the success is kind of coming through to put you into a place of vision and determination again. This is leadership. This is making you feel like you can take charge of the situation again. You've got some idea, and there's a lot more of a clear direction ahead. So there's more determination here. So overall, like I said, I just feel like you've cleared up the confusion yourself here by going inward. You did have to withdraw from the external distractions to kind of gain that deeper understanding, but you did push through the hurdle basically. And again, I just feel like a little soul searching went a long way for you. And it does still indicate that there is, mental clarity after that period of reflection. But like I said, your efforts are going to lead to a lot more independence and fulfillment. So just know whatever you did, you've done the inner work, and that's helped you to clear up the problem. You're a very self-sufficient person. And like I said, I see that you've navigated the challenge really well. You've overcome your obstacle, and just know that that will allow you to keep moving forward. But not only in that situation, that's also given you the knowledge that you need to create further independence in your life. So well worth the effort and the burden. Keep moving forward. That's what I have for you. Just doing a short one for you here, Leo. But everything looks pretty good. Like I said, despite your, bit of struggle in the beginning of the month, keep moving forward.